With Perform and Engage 365 in Microsoft Teams, you'll have access to the full functionality of the Human Success Platform and Performance and Engagement. You'll access the Perform and Engage app from the left-hand side of your tab alongside your other apps from the Human Success Platform, such as Learn 365. When you're within Perform and Engage 365, you have your chat tab. This is where you'll receive notifications and messages from the system itself. Here, you'll receive a notification when your first check-in is due, and every subsequent check-in, you'll get a quick nudge within the activity feed. If I go to the Me tab, you'll also have access to all of your previous data, your check-ins, your conversations, goals, training, and even ad hoc feedback. So when you receive that first notification for a check-in, you can simply click on the notification or access the Me tab. And here you'll see it's asking me to complete my next check-in. Once I enter the check-in, I'll have a number of questions. These questions have been set by the organization. They could be from our question bank, or indeed they could be specific questions to your organization, or even your department or team. Typically, the questions are open-ended and focus on qualitative answers rather than quantitative feedback. So here you can see I'm being asked what I've achieved this week, recognition that I might want to give to somebody, and any blockers that I've seen as well. Now you'll also see there's some data in here already. And the reason this is here is because I've completed a draft of this check-in already. So some people would like to pop in their achievements as they go through the week, or at the end of the week, just spend that 5 minutes reflecting. So here you can see I've entered a couple of achievements, so closing a major deal and exceeding my quarterly targets, but I could also put in that I've been working on a new process for our sales hunters within the organization. The great thing about recording your achievements here is not only does this send it through to your manager, but it will also allow you to reflect later in the year. And when you come to do any one-to-ones or performance conversations, you'll be able to either summarize this data with AI or pull this information into those conversations. Here, I'm asked if there's anyone I'd like to recognize this week. And simply, I can use the @ symbol and start mentioning someone. So in this case, I'm going to mention Jamie Jones. In this case, Jamie from Sales Enablement, and he's given me lots of help this week preparing for a demo. That'll go straight onto Jamie's profile. And again, Jamie can use that to reflect on his achievements and also where he's helped other people outside of his direct area of influence during the last week. You can recognize as many people as you wish within here, and they'll all receive that quick notification. Here, I've already added a blocker that I've had this week, which is focused around our new CRM system. And what you'll also notice is that when I report one of these challenges, I have the option to mark it as private. Now, what this means is when my manager receives this, they can't share this with their manager or anybody else within the organization. So if there's something a little bit sensitive or something you wouldn't be comfortable being shared, then you simply click on the padlock item. Then you'll see here we have a quick pulse question, couple of pulse questions. These may appear every week, or you can rotate these. So a lot of our customers will use this as a way of replacing their typical engagement or pulse surveys and simply schedule in additional questions every month or every quarter, and they will feed through into the check-in itself. So it takes just 5 minutes to answer those questions as you go through your check-in. Then at the bottom, you'll see that we have our goals. So any goals that I've got either allocated to me, in this case from the sales department, I can go in and update my progress towards. And likewise, any personal goals that I have set will also feed into this part of the check-in. If I have no updates, there's no need to fill anything out. If I do, I can either add a comment or just add my progress to the goals themselves. Of course, the system supports both SMART goals and OKRs. So however they've been set, they will feed through to you in your check-in. You can save as draft at any time, or when you click submit, that will go directly through to your manager. So as a manager, what does that look like? Well, from the Managers tab, the My Team tab here, you can see where everybody is up to in terms of their check-ins, their conversations, their goals. You'll receive a notification when they check in, but you'll also see the overview here from this My Team tab. And I can see that I have a check-in from Adriana to review, and I can simply click View, and it will take me directly into that check-in. As soon as you do that, it will be marked as reviewed, and the employee will receive a notification. As I go through the check-in, I can do a thumbs up to like a response. I can provide a comment. That comment will go directly back to the employee, or I can use what we call a pass up or pass across. So this share icon here gives me two options. If I click pass up, this will automatically be shared with my manager, or if I click pass across, I have the option to choose somebody from within the organization to share this to. So in this case, I could share it with Travis, or could be somebody in the organization in my team or elsewhere. Clicking pass across will automatically send that to that person. Again, if it's been marked as private, of course, you won't have the option to share. Here we can see recognition, blockers and issues, and then of course, we have all of the pulse questions and the updates to the goal from the employee. For a manager, this typically takes a couple of minutes to review, and that feedback goes directly to the employee. This forms the basis of ongoing engagement and those performance conversations which happen within the organization. And these help power those one-to-ones, those face-to-face one-to-ones, and also those performance reflections and reviews and conversations within the platform.